When you're headed out to sea and a crew member is notified there's been a death in the family, you never know what's going to happen. And to further complicate matters, fog has set in thicker than pea soup. I really don't know where to go. So we look for a ball to tie off and to try to buy some time.
Don't scramble it too much. I already over-scrambled it.
Oh boy.
I forgot. You're not supposed to over-scramble, but it's
promise.
going to be an omelet, so I think you are supposed to over-scramble.
Folks, you're on the expedition in the Mystic River. Some might call me a pirate. I just say taking full advantage of the beautiful planet called Earth. Most of us have no idea how to cope with death. We try to hide from it, medicate it, not feel it. Step one is attempt to... Scientists have studied human behavior for many, many years, and they've decided that there's 5 stages of dealing with death, loss, grieving, and all that. First of which is denial. You just kind of pretend it didn't happen, which is usually followed by anger. That could last for a long time. And then bargaining, which leads into a depression. And then finally followed by an acceptance. Oh my gosh, you got that night. Oh, that looks good. The generator's not really making as much juice as I would like. I would think it should be up by 120, but we'll take it. Boy, that looks good.
Taking things for free is not the same as stealing. It's a victimless crime. It cost nobody anything for us to be on the boat, except for the electricity that we used, but really.
Just got kicked off the ball. They were not happy campers. Now we're looking for a new home. We're gonna try to drop anchor somewhere. Maybe over by Fisher's. I really don't know my way around these waters. I've studied the charts. I know it's foggy. I don't want to fool around. Anchor right here. That's where we are right there.
I know, yeah. It's beautiful here. This is one of my... Every place is my new favorite place, but I'm just...
Just about a mile away, all of a sudden we realize we're at a kind of an iconic place here. Mason Island. This is a place where they do retreats and spiritual things, trying to get in touch with yourself. Never did quite get in touch with myself quite good enough.
Whatever I want to as soon as we can. Copy, thank you. Sam, Nick.
And as it turned out, it is a Catholic retreat center on Ender's Island that I had gone before in a previous lifetime. So I simply tucked my hair up under my hat and I went in to say a prayer. Not sure if this, what I'm about to say, is politically correct, but we've just pirated our way onto Ender's Island. Jesus, that was close. Jesus, that was close. I feel like Ray Liotta in the Goodfellas. creature here that looks like it's reaching up, attempting to find its way.
He's smelling you.
I don't know. Look at him. Look at the locomotion. Amazing. Can we get a close-up on his face? Back up. Little spikes on it that are designed to, I'm gonna guess, try to trick a creature into not wanting to bite it. And on the edge of Mystic, Connecticut, look at the colorations. Look at the striations on this creature. Velvety, false little spikes on it. Odds are pretty good that this caterpillar exists here because of all the beautiful ornamental plants that were transplanted on this island, and it's feasting on them. Imagine being able to traverse this terrain up and down. A human being could never possibly traverse this terrain. We would fall into our death. Look at this creature. Hard to believe it. I believe this is an example of multiflora rose. And look at the pollinators. These are bee mimics, I believe. Just feasting on the pollen.
There were a lot of ants feasting on plants over there and flowers over there. Oh, look.
It's kind of a bittersweet discovery to learn that multiflora rose is actually an invasive species from Asia. Made its way over here in the 1700s. But look at the pollinators. Look at what it's doing. Over these past 220 years, many of the insects here have found a way to thrive on these plants. And then it suddenly dawns on me, my boat's on anchor. I can't be seduced into these insects, these amazing plants, without going back to check. But then we caught a sight of these poppies. You gotta be kidding me! Pure sunshine! 10 minutes ago! Giant fog bank just moves in! What happened to him? Guys, it's pea soup coming right at me! You gotta be kidding me! There's like no visibility! Fire up the radar! Transmit radar. Captain! Transmit radar. No visibility. Yikes. Yikes. Long Island Sound is perhaps one of the most challenging bodies of water because of the fog. We've got extremely difficult navigation. We gotta get home, folks. We gotta take care of a kitty cat. Gotta check in with the troops. This is crazy. We just left the Thames River. We got no visibility. Probably one of the moments when you realize, alright, it's one thing to have radar, it's one thing to have a good clue as to other boats. We can see that there's no other boats on the radar right there. We're clear. Problem is, you got submarines coming in and out of here. You do not know if a submarine is going to be coming up from underneath. They got to pray somebody's paying close attention. Thames River, pulling into New London. You don't know what's underneath you. You just gotta hope. Probably the densest fog we've ever been in. Can't see squat. Really got to pay attention to the instruments. No visibility at all. This is absolutely crazy. Just stay on the purple line and we should be good. We're doing about 240. Stay with 240 and you're good. What else could be a hazard here? I don't know. Radar's functioning like a champ. As long as the radar continues, we'll be good. If she craps out, we're screwed. You're on the parallel universe, Expedition Earth. I swear to God, you would not even believe the fog came in this thick. There's no way. We're doing 12 knots. There's nothing even close, except for that rock. Let's move away from the rock. I'm gonna guess less than 50 yards visibility.
I have 700 hours of experience on this boat. I know this thing like the back of my hand. But I don't care. There's Block Island ferries cruising through here. You have no idea what could happen if your electronics malfunction.
No visibility.
Half south of the buoy. We're northeast bound for New London Harbor. Marion.
This is ridiculous. I've never been in this thick of fog for as long as I have today. Look at that. There's no visibility.
What you got to get your mind around is you are approximately 12 to 15 tons of mass and energy that will not stop on a dime. So you've got to be hyper alert if something all of a sudden appears.
Look at this guy. He's right in front of me.
Security call aboard vessel 1 on target. Season beam with red light.
He just caught right in front of me. Woo-hoo! We got some visibility, baby! Yeah! I can see the breeze! There it is! I swear to God, we got so thick in the fog, I was unable to... I kept feeling like I was going around in circles. And I wasn't, but I kept spinning and trying to stay straight. I kept going towards land. It was like I was at the nexus of the universe. It was crazy. Perhaps something like the Bermuda Triangle right here in Old Saybrook. Woo! Wow!
We got a great tree frog right here on the edge of the pool. Look at this beauty.
There was dozens more last night.
His vocal sac is completely inflated. It's a male. If you shut the light off, we might be able to get him to vocalize, Race. You're on the expedition. Scott Tucker with Race August Tucker. It's Saturday night, June 1st. We made it back alive from the fog trip from hell. And out here at the pool are great tree frogs calling. Males calling for females. They don't belong here. They shouldn't be here, but we're going to catch them vocalizing. Maybe we can capture them and relocate them.
There was dozens more yesterday night. Or last night.
Dozens?
Yeah, there was like probably 3 dozen. Probably around there.
They're still here. They just haven't come out yet. It's just turned dark. Look at this thing here. Watch this.
For those of you that are unaware of it, today the School of Rock has a performance at the ballroom in, where is it? Hamden, Connecticut. Race August Tucker, who sits before you, will be performing live on drums in about how many songs?
Say about 7.
About 7 songs. And I just want to go for the record because I love you, and of course I care about you quite a bit. There is one concern that I have about all of this rock and roll music and all these, all this effort that's gone into being in a band and becoming basically someone that is parroting what other people have done and said and sung. Many of those people have died from things like heroin overdoses and other drug addictions, alcohol abuse. I just want to be kind of clear that you got to realize that you're kind of emulating a lot of people that have done a lot of crazy things. I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You're also learning how to be on a team. You're learning how to practice. Are you cognizant? You're 13 years old. You've got a developing brain. Are you cognizant of these things? Cognizant.
Cognizance? I literally have no idea what that means.
Are you aware of these things?
Yes.
You are. Okay. So I just want to be clear. I love you and I support you. I want you to learn how to play musical instruments. However, learning what other people have done, especially many of those that are now dead because they killed themselves. Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Name them. Name 3. These people are dead.
Kurt Cobain, Chris Cornell, and
One of my favorite songs, Black Hole Sun.
and I'm leaving.
I'm sorry, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, these people are tapping into this very depressed and, I would say, this channel of deep sorrow and frustration within the human psyche. And yet, here we are. Hey, let's all learn how to play this stuff and let's teach it and let's repeat these lyrics. Black hole sun, won't you come? I mean, really? You're asking for the end of the world, people. Green Day. Is this a happy band? Is this a...
They're a very political band.
Okay, well, political is different. Tell me, politically, what are we talking? I want the issue. Just give me one issue.
Immigration.
So they want people to be able to come into the country.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a political band, and one of their issues is they want people to be able to come into the country. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now we're clear on that. Okay, so we went from drugs to political issues. We've gone to all kinds of things. My only hope here, my good man, is I pray and hope that you, my good man, will have the better sense to take good care of your body and protect yourself from some of the craziness that could happen when you get all wrapped up into rock and roll. I love you, buddy,
All right.
and I hope you...
Thank you for appearing on the Parallel Universe.
Okay, listen, we're on the Expedition. It's a mixture between the Parallel Universe and Expedition Earth. We're over here in Hamden, and I just saw what I believe to be a carpenter bee go inside that hole right there. And I think he's gonna come back out in a moment. But look at the sawdust down here. I was like, was somebody drilling? These are from carpenter bees. Stick with us here for a second. Let's see if we can get them coming out. This might not be difficult, we'll see, but there's a carpenter bee in there. I swear to it. He just must have gone in there. Let's see if he comes out. Everybody looks at a carpenter bee and you think, oh, it's a bumblebee, you're afraid. Never heard of anybody ever getting stung by a carpenter bee. Come on out, buddy. Come on out. What's inside the hole? What is he doing?
1, 2, 3, 4. Buried in a hole.
reason. Why are they inside these holes? It looks like it does a bend around turn to the left. He's coming. Look at him. Here he comes. Come on out here, buddy. Come on out. Don't be frightened. He sees me and he might be too nervous. I just saw him. He's in there. Come on out, buddy. Come on out. You're gonna be okay. Come on out. He's nervous. He sees my camera. It's okay, buddy. I'm not gonna hurt you. Come on out. Here he comes. He's taking out the, it looks like he's trying to take out some more debris. It's exactly what's happening. Folks, if you're just joining us, I'm on the expedition. We're at the ballroom in Hamden. Race is performing Green Day covers. Griffin's tied up on this little thing, and we're just getting a moment to get a true glimpse of what's happening in the world of a carpenter bee, which is drilling into the ballroom. This is absolutely nuts. Come on, buddy.
It's something unpredictable. In the end is right. I hope you have the time of your life.
Listen, we're at the ballroom here in Hamden, Connecticut. And, Race is inside performing. Griffin is tied up right here behind me somewhere. All of a sudden, we look down and look at this. Guys, we've got carpenter bees. Carpenter bees. Right inside, drilling their way into the ballroom. This is live Expedition Earth, the parallel universe. We're trying to capture the... Oh, wait a minute. What was that? Don't tell me somebody's up above me. I can't tell. Are they building these catacombs and coming out other sides, or... I just saw one of these guys bring those little wood chips out. You can see there's wood chips down here on the bottom of the hole, obviously. But now we're trying to get him as he exits, and I don't know what's happening, but it's been kind of quiet. I think Race will forgive me if he's performing right now. There's other drummers here at the ballroom in Hamden. But right now we're waiting very patiently for the exit of this carpenter bee. They're drilling these perfectly cylindrical holes right inside. Everyone probably hates them because they're doing damage. There's at least, I'm going to say, 6 or 7 of these holes here. But I'm afraid I'm going to miss it. So, meanwhile, Griffin is here. We've got other performers that are coming in and out, having a little break. This is what happens when you're trying to actually capture things live. Wildlife here. We're trying to capture it live. Expedition Earth, the parallel universe. Yesterday we're out in the fog. Oh no, we're gonna miss it. Race is probably going on right now. Oh shoot. Maybe the presence of my phone has got this guy freaked out. He won't come back out. Either that or he's truly back in there doing some more digging. He's carving into the wood. Odds are pretty good they're going to lay an egg in there, the carpenter bee, and then feed it with some sort of an insect. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on out. I just saw. Do you see the activity? It's happening right in there. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Come on, buddy. Come on out. No harm here. Come on out. Oh, he must be carving and... Oh, my gosh. Listen, I don't want to drive you crazy here, but right... Oh. Here he comes. Here he comes. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You got to be patient here on the expedition. Do you realize how much crazy time is spent when you're trying to capture and understand insect behavior? I mean, it takes days, sometimes weeks or months. Oh, there he goes. Yes, we got him. We got him. He came out. For those of you that were patient, you stuck it out. We're sandwiched in between the ballroom. There's a church. This is urban wildlife, people. We're in an urban environment. We're at the ballroom, Hamden, Connecticut. The home of the...
Grace is up right now.
He's up now?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, I gotta go back in. Expedition Earth, stick with us. I mean, it takes days, sometimes weeks or months. Oh, there he goes!